Hey guys, welcome back to Video Facebook Live. I am Monica and today we are here with Iris Patterson, CEO of Iris Botanicals, and today we will be talking about growing your hair back in 30 days. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
This whole concept of even starting to see regrowth of your hair in 30 days is amazing. So I need to ask you, how did this start?
Oh my God, you see that picture behind me? That was a nightmare. That was a nightmare. Back in 2014, I was getting ready for my wedding, so I was working out a lot. And you know how as natural girls, hair turns into an afro, all of that.
Can't keep it late.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so I was going through my timeline and I saw that this stylist was like, she was slaying hair, she still do. And so I said, okay, let me check her out, especially she had like this quick weave deal. And I'm like, I could not pass on that. Yeah. So I reached out to her. She slayed my hair. It was amazing. To the point where I wanted to come back and get another style. So that's when the nightmare happened. Oh my God.
What happened?
Her shampoo girl. She was like, you know, I'm getting ready to go to school. That was not a good time. But I went ahead and trusted the process. And so she was supposed to remove the bond, the quick weave, so I can get a new install. Well, she took me over to the shampoo bowl, and from that point on, my life changed because in a bad way, but in a good way now.
Right.
She rushed the process. You know, you're supposed to soak this off. There is a process to remove bond. She didn't soak it off long enough.
Okay.
So she started pulling the tracks from my hair, and I thought I was feeling like the glue separated from the hair, and I started to feel a little sore. And so she became more aggressive, and she was able to remove the tracks, but she took my hair with it.
Oh, I started crying.
Yeah,
right there.
Right. If I would have saw it, I would have. And because there was no mirrors around where we were, I didn't see what happened. And so I felt it. Yeah. I did. I felt it. And I thought that, you know, that was just the release of the glue.
Okay.
But I'm like, I don't remember, because I've had quick weaves before in the past, and I'm like, this don't feel like that.
Something feels off. What's going on?
You know, so I went back over to the stylist chair. I still didn't really get a full glimpse of what was going on because of how the mirrors were kind of positioned and how my chair was turned.
Okay.
So she put the stocking cap on, gave me a new sleigh. I was happy, but
so they didn't say anything?
Nobody said
the sink
anything
to the chair.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
Goodness. And so I have a picture on my Iris Botanicals page where I first discovered I had no hair. This was after that picture. There's a picture where I discovered where the tracks were lifting from my, where it was supposed to be hair, it was now just skin. And so I kind of peeled back the tracks and I saw that there was no hair. And so there's a picture of me like this because I'm sending these pictures off to the stylist.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, now I'm in panic mode. I'm like, okay, is this the Twilight Zone? What is really going on? I hope this is not what I think.
Please tell me it's not.
Right. So I soaked off all the tracks and then hence that picture.
Wow.
Yes. I took a picture. I sent it to her. I took her the picture of me peeling back the tracks and then the full discovery.
Yeah.
There was no admission of guilt. I asked her if she can help me, and this is how the journey began.
Okay.
I didn't know what products to use on the market at the time.
Especially because there's so many. It's hard to know what's real, what's just,
and it wasn't really a big movement at that time.
Back then, right?
Back then in 2014. People were just starting to kind of come out saying that they have breakage, alopecia, and all of that from these quick weaves. But nobody had a real solution. But Dr. Miracles is what she told me. She said, get some balm from Dr. Miracles and you can just rub it on your hair because my mama used it before. I'm like, you took your mama hair out too?
Right.
So I went and got some Dr. Miracles, and it did a little something. And so by it being March, and I was supposed to get married in August, I said I need something accelerated. So I started reading on different product, essential oils and stuff like that, because what I read in Dr. Miracles was some natural products. And I said, what if I created something more concentrated for me?
Just have
the
natural
just
products.
The stuff, yes, and not the extra fillers and stuff like that. And so I started experimenting with different hot oil treatment blends, peppermint, rosemary, and all of that. Within about July, I had sprouted enough growth where if I got a healthy sew-in, I can camouflage the fact that my hair was uneven.
From March to July, you already started to see.
I started to see.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. And so I did that, had a beautiful wedding day, and I'm skipping over the whole, I was crying, I was miserable, I was sleeping in wigs.
Like, she was way too calm for me.
Lord, yes.
No, I was sleeping in wigs, I was in therapy talking about it, and all of that. And so wedding day came, went on my honeymoon, came back and continued to obsess over my hair.
Of course.
Because that's what it was. I was shampooing twice a week, doing hot oil treatments twice a week, trying to everything. Yeah. So by this time I had a regimen that worked for me. January of that next year, I was able to come out of sew-ins.
Oh,
so at that time, I had enough growth where I can just walk around without wigs, sew-ins, or anything. It looked like a bang.
Okay.
Yeah, and so
I can work with that.
Yeah,
I can work with the bang. I can do that.
Exactly. So I saw that she was still in business, and I wanted to send a subliminal message, and this is how my business began. I had a before and after photo up, and I didn't know it was marketing at the time.
Right.
And I told my story. This is back when you could write a long post and people actually read it.
Right.
So, and they were just so intrigued by what I did. They wanted to know, I'm sorry that happened to you, but what did you do to grow your hair back?
That is the $1 million question.
Yes.
It's the pointless way.
So I gave them, the first thing that I created was my rejuvenating hair butter. And it didn't have a name.
Okay.
And at the time, it was just really a bunch of stuff that I fell in love with that was in a jar.
Okay.
And
you have it here, right?
And I have it here. This is the first thing that I created. When I first gave it a name, I called it Healthy Hair Butter. And I'm like, that sounds really familiar. And then it was Carol's story.
Was it? Oh, Carol. Okay. Can't take that.
I said, okay. And then I switched over to Lush Locks. But I said that's boxing me into hair. Yeah. Because I want to also work with the skin. And so Iris Botanicals came to me.
Love that name.
And that was like a year later. For a whole year, it was a hobby and kind of something, just like a little movement I have of my own. Understanding hair loss in a way that I understand, I get it, I've been there. And I want to help you too, because people were reaching out to me in my inbox and in the comment sections asking, what did you do? Can you help me? Can I have some?
Yeah.
More
importantly, where can I find it? Right.
Exactly. And so I started giving stuff away and lightly selling, and then I needed an LLC. And then by the time I got my LLC, Iris Botanicals had its name. Nice. So this jar here, they call it, my friends and close customers call it hair crack, because they love it. And it's not just for medicinal use, it's for everyday use. Yes. And so you can have a blowout and use the hair crack, as they call it. Generally I use my serum, like I use my serum today to be able to do it. Yes. And do a blowout, but this has 7 essential oils in it. Okay. These are my favorite: the rosemary, peppermint, lang lang, tea tree, sweet basil, lavender, argan oil. Then it has vitamin E, and then it has castor oil, coconut oil, jojoba oil, and then it's in a shea butter base. Yes, it has everything, olive oil, every single thing that I fell in love with was in this jar. So it was really a jar of junk food.
Right.
You know?
For the hair.
For the hair.
Right.
And so, this is my hair food, and it's amazing. It's whipped, it's light, it's not heavy in residue where it just leaves cake and
Yeah.
stuff, and especially people with locks can wear it because it doesn't like embed in the locks in a way, leaving all that residue. And so I massage it into the thinning areas.
Okay.
A lot of people, I tell them, either do it every day or every other day, depending on your hair type. Because, the curlier hair, the looser curls, it creates more oil than somebody with tight coils like my hair. Like, I can use this every day. Someone with a wavy curl pattern, every other day. And so this was the first thing that I created that brought in results. People wanted a bundle, so they loved this so much. They said, Iris, do you have a shampoo and a conditioner? A year later, I came out with my aloe coconut hair cleanser. Am I talking too much?
No.
Okay, 'cause I talk a lot.
We need this information. I'm just sitting here like, and then what?
I talk a whole lot. And so the aloe coconut hair cleanser, the reason why I chose aloe, it has a ton of healing properties in it.
Yes.
Coconut oil strengthens the hair shaft because of the fatty acids.
Okay.
So it stops the breakage and the shedding that goes on, the excessive shedding that happens. And it also has rosemary and lang lang oil in it, and lang lang is also in the hair butter as well. And so those stimulate growth as well.
And then so with the shedding, I know we're supposed to obviously shed a certain amount of hair strands a day,
Yes.
but then how do you know when you're shedding too much?
If it's on the floor, everywhere,
And just a trail of hair.
Yeah,
that's too
much.
Okay.
That's too much. If it's filling, clogging your tub, it's too much.
Okay.
And so, but yes, hair is like what they say, 100 hairs a day.
About,
something?
yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay,
so
so
that's
it's more than
fine.
that. It's too much.
Mm-hmm.
Does this work with alopecia?
It does. Now let's talk about alopecia for a second, and because I get this question a lot. So there are different forms of alopecia. Some are irreversible. So what you want to do, you want to visit either your dermatologist that would recommend a trichologist. A trichologist will sit you under a scope, examine your scalp, and tell you if your follicles are still active. And there are things that you can do for that, because you might just be missing some nutrients, some hair food. But then there are irreversible forms, which is the hereditary, which a lot of times male pattern, that's difficult to reverse, or other hereditary aspects. Also, if you are on medication that's causing it, it'll continue to happen until your doctor takes you off the medication safely, and then your body will normalize again. So those are the conversations you want to have with your doctor when you're speaking on alopecia. What form, what's causing it. Now, if, like I said, if it's just temporary, then I can help you. If it's permanent, I can't help you. And I always have that conversation with my customers, because I understand having hopes, and nothing's working for you, so I don't want to take you down that emotional journey, and then have you spending money that you don't have to spend.
Right, of course. So you also have your products in Whole Foods.
Yes.
How did that happen?
That was really awesome. Someone took me under their wing. I had an instructor. I went to natural hair school, and Amazon Natural Look Academy is where I attended natural hair school. And Nadra Smiley, the director, has her products in Whole Foods as well, Evolving Textures. I love her hair gel. And so she was embarking on like her last conversation to go into Whole Foods, to get ready to shelve her products. And she was like, I want you to come with me just so you can hear how the conversation goes. A conversation with a large corporation like that big box store. And so I'm like, okay, cool. And I was just sitting back in the cut, just observing, taking mental notes. So when it's my time, I don't know how to,
How to work the room.
Yeah,
Talk to right.
And so what they said, at first they asked who I was. She said, that's my mentee. And then she told them I had a product line. And then they were like, hey, we still scouting. I'm like, what?
What's going on right to you?
For real? Okay. So they were like, yeah, go to Hamilton Park in April of, I think it was 2015 or 16. No, 2016. And so I'm like, okay, cool. And so when I pitched, first of all, it was hundreds of people there that were looking to do the same thing. And I'm like, do I have a chance? Oh my goodness. And so the first thing they fell in love with was my packaging. They were like, we love this, like purple. Yes. I'm like, thank you, because I worked hard on this. My package, I was on Avery labels when I pitched it.
Really?
And it was in purple jars, but with Avery labels on it. And so they were like, really, that's smart, because of the strict guidelines they have with labels. They recommend you do not print until you're approved by them.
Wow.
They have the strictest guidelines in the industry. You pass them, you can go anywhere.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, cool. But so I want to say maybe about 3 months later, I got an email. They were like, Iris, you still interested in coming to Whole Foods? Duh. Yeah.
Don't have to ask me twice. Right.
And so they picked 42 local suppliers out of hundreds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So I'm excited. Thank you. I'm in 5 Whole Foods now. Lincoln Park, South Loop, Hyde Park, up on Broadway. Yes. Yeah, all in Chicago for right now, on Broadway, and it's a couple of Inglewood, which was my first stop. And then I'm in a couple of other small retail stores here in Chicago as well. So I'm in 8 stores, going into my 9th and 10th very soon. So, but online, yes, I ship everywhere. So
yes, I love it. That's crazy how this story just came like full circle from a panic of your hair to coming up with a solution. It was a vanity
project. I wasn't thinking about anybody. I'm sorry. But when you came to me, I'm like, okay, I'll share.
I love it. And thank you for sharing, because we all need that, and we're all trying to find something that will help our hair grow as fast as possible. So what makes your products different than all these other products that are out there? I love that you are natural.
Yes.
That all of your products have the 7 oils, which are, one more time, what are the 7 oils?
It's rosemary, lang, tea tree, lavender. It's sweet basil, and then it's peppermint oil, and then argan oil. Yes. And then you have your vitamin E as well, which is really great, and other carrier oils. But definitely, yeah, all of them, everything in my product is intentional. That's why I don't smell like coconut or anything like that, or something fruity. It wasn't about that. It was about what the job, everything in there had a job. So the fruity flavor had no job, so it didn't fit.
It's just right.
That's why it smells natural and
it still smells amazing, by the way.
Thank you, thank you. I was nervous about that when I first blended all those essential oils. I'm like, I wonder if it stinks to other people. You know,
I mean, if it worked and it stinks, I mean, it works.
Right.
It's like, I think I would still use it.
That's true, because Dax or something like that was really stinky. That old hair grease.
Okay.
But it kind of worked. But yeah, so I was very surprised that everybody that smelled the product loved it, except for this one high school girl. She was like, it stank. I'm like, it ain't for you.
Right. Don't use it then. It's okay. Everybody else likes it.
But everybody else loved it. So yeah. What makes it different, I'm gonna tell you, because I used it. Like I had living proof. And more importantly, I had no intentions. This wasn't a dream, like, you know, let me get up, let me be an entrepreneur. No, I'm like, I need my hair back. And so it was all about me. It became about other people the next year when I told my story, to just try to send subliminal messages like, I can't believe you're still in business. I wasn't even thinking about people then. Like, I was just focused on her. I wanted to throw shade, you know, and so, and then I ended up with a business.
Did that stylist ask you for some of your products?
She did. Like, she invited me to a vendor event. Ain't that something? We never talked about it. But she invited me. She had a pop-up shop. She invited me. I came because I knew her people needed me, you know. So, and I sold my product. And some of her, you know, people. I never said her name. And I never will. Never said her name. But it was one particular inbox I got. But I watched this person. She would check into her salon, and I'm like, oh, she's going to her salon. Then, like 3 months later, she came to me and was like, I need some of your products. I said, I know you do, because I see where you've been getting your hair done. You know, so, and I restored her hair. And so it's so funny to me. I just want, and I put that out there because I just want the stylists that are careless. We have amazing stylists out there, but there are some that are careless. I just need them to take more precautions.
Especially because we're trusting you to take care of our hair.
Yes.
Our hair is a big deal.
Yeah, it's my glow. Yeah, if you having a bad hair day,
you know?
Your whole day is messed up. If you're having a bad hair day.
If you have a great hair day,
then you're feeling amazing.
Doesn't matter what happens throughout the day.
No.
A lot of people are asking if the product can be used on children.
Yes, there is a testimony on my Iris Botanicals page where the mother showed where the daughter had eczema in her head and her hair was breaking off, and she started using the products, and then her hair restored, and she has before and after photos. So if you go to the visitor post and go to the bottom, you will see that. And so, but yes, because it's all natural, it's safe. Right. There are no chemicals and no harsh chemicals in here. So anybody can use it, all ages. Men, I've had men to use it that did not suffer from male pattern baldness, but they, were thinning and for whatever other reasons, but they were able to reverse that. So
I know a few guys that need that. So
yes, definitely. Yeah, that's my daughter. Her hair was broken off like to the neck, the nape, and then it came out. My brother, yes, within 2 months. Now he's now suffering from male pattern, but at the time he didn't, and so we were able to help him. And so here's another one. She wore ponytails all the time and relaxed her hair and braided it.
That was going to be my next question. So how long until you start seeing results?
So let me talk about the regimen here, because I want to make it clear about the regimen. We get questions about that. I'm going to tell you my regimen. So the first thing that I did was I wet my hair and I do a hot oil treatment with this. I warm this up, I massage it in my hair, I put a heat cap on it, or you can put a plastic cap and wrap your hair up in a towel and massage it in. And then I shampoo because I don't want that heavy oil. I do weekly or every other week, depending on, sometimes I'll alternate between a deep conditioner and a hot oil treatment that week. But I shampoo my hair weekly. I do. And so with this, also you could just use it just like a daily oil moisturizer. I put hair oil in my hair, then curl my hair so it's bouncy. This oil is not too heavy. It's not at all. And so then I shampoo with my aloe coconut hair cleanser. This is a sulfate-free shampoo. The second lather will be bigger. Also, this is a clarifying shampoo. There's a difference. I don't have a conditioning shampoo. The conditioning shampoo is a creamy shampoo. The reason why I don't have a creamy shampoo is because you get enough moisture with my hair butter. So you don't need a creamy shampoo and this. We don't need to like pack on all the residue into the pores. I'm stripping the pores, but not of your natural hair oils, but all the excess that's going on. So the clarifying shampoo does that. It does a really great job of cleansing, deep cleansing the hair. And then the honey and olive oil conditioner. I detangle with this. You can also leave this in for a wash and go. I do it all the time, especially over the summer. And oh my God, your curls will be so popping with this. But it's the honey and olive oil conditioner. Honey is a natural conditioning agent, but olive oil is a strand sealer, so it combats against split ends. This also smells like rosemary and ylang ylang. And then the last thing, my baby, my first. So there are so many different things you can do with this. You can do a braid out. You can do a bantu twist out. You can do a, just so a wash and go. Also, you can massage, but you also, for those that are trying to treat an issue, you would massage this into the breakage, into the thinning. You can also massage it throughout the hair. I can put this in my hair also, and it still remain bouncy. A little goes a long way. So, if you're trying to flat iron your hair or something like that, use a dime size amount on the ends and work your way up. But don't put it directly on the scalp. It'll then weigh the hair down. But working into the ends, also olive oil's in here, strand sealer. But
that's something that you can use every day.
You can use this every day.
With the loose curls, every day.
And you can use this hair serum every day.
Okay.
Now the reason this is the last thing that I created so far, other products coming, but I've had customers say, I love the hair butter, but I'm wearing a crochet. I'm wearing sew-in.
So
I need to get, yes, I want to get the hair fluid on my scalp. How do I do it? Can you create a nozzle product? I said, absolutely. This has black seed oil in it, jojoba oil, castor oil, rosemary, and peppermint in it. And so it's a ton of hair food. Everything is intentional. It's still, these are growth agents that I use. That's in here. And jojoba oil is the closest oil to the oil we develop on our scalp. It's the closest oil, to the sebum oil. So you're getting a great amount of that. I am very heavy-handed with all of my ingredients. There are no fillers. There are no in-betweens. Like everything in here, it's working. It has a purpose. It's nothing extra. So that's what. So people have seen growth with this. Those that are still a little afraid of using hair butter on their locks, they use this, and they still see a significant amount of growth.
I love that you have no fillers, because that makes the person be able to trust your products more. Because like when you read the bag, you're like, what are these random things I've never heard of? And you're in the store trying to Google things. You're like, this is so overwhelming. I love it. Very nice.
Thank you.
So you said you have more products in the making?
Yes. So my hair mask and my leave-in detangler, that's coming out very soon. I have amazing body butters that I always forget to talk about.
You also have skin products. So.
I do. I have eczema. So the winter time and the fall is it's a tough time for me. So I have a body butter that lasts all day. You don't have to reapply on your skin. You're not white when you take your clothes off. Like, it works. And it has coconut oil, olive oil, it has shea butter in it, vitamin E, different scents, like fun scents, like coconut lime. Now I'm coming to the fun scents.
Right.
Coconut lime and strawberry lemonade, mango papaya. It smells really great, but I always forget to talk about them. But lemongrass and lavender is in Whole Foods. Nice. But the other scents are not. You have to order those online.
Okay. What's the online address?
I was just going to ask that.
So you want to go to irisbotanicals.com, and that's with an S. That's IRIS. Botanicals with an S. BOTANICALS.com.
And we'll put this in the comments section as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and then please put in, I want to know if you've hit up Black Doctor and seen me on Black Doctor. So use capitalized BDO, blackdoctor.org, BDO in the offer code box. I just want to know if you came from here. So I think that'll be pretty dope.
Yes, definitely. And do you have any a Facebook page, Instagram page?
Yes, Iris Botanicals, Instagram, and on Facebook.
Very nice.
Iris Botanicals.
Great. And I think we have more questions online.
A lot of viewers are asking about people with locks. Can they use them in their hair if their hair is locked?
Yes, you can. If you do not get the heavy residue when you use, you can use the oil and the butter. Like the natural hair school I went to, they are master locticians that run that school. And so they were selling the hair butter. And when I was in school, I was massaging the hair butter into the locks. But it's not heavy weighted. It's very light, very lightweight, very creamy. But not creamy oily, it's just whipped. It's light and whipped, and so it doesn't you don't have to do no vinegar and water rinse to get the product out or anything like that. No.
What about people with thyroid issues?
So with the medical issues, I say first talk to your physician about that to see, if it's the medication that's causing the hair loss. Now, I did help a lupus patient. She's been using my products, and I've helped 2 cancer patients. Yes. So one of the cancer patients went back into the fight, but one of them are normalizing their life. And so I've helped them with my products, and we'll see actually some before and after photos within like the next couple of months from them. But I've helped a lupus patient. Her hair is growing out nicely the last time I checked with her. It's about, to see a change, it takes about 30 days. A change can be, it's peach fuzz, where it was just naked skin like what happened to me, and it came to peach fuzz. over about 3 to 4 months, you should see like sprouted growth. But 30 days change. Some people said their edges started filling in within 3 weeks. I never tell anybody that, because I don't want to, because it depends on person to person. But when I get those kind of text messages, I'm surprised myself.
Right.
And I'm always celebrating with the person like I've heard it for the first time, because this has been an amazing ministry. It's been an amazing journey for me. And so what separates me too, I'm passionate about it because this came from a place of pain.
Right.
And I started this product line because people asked me for it. I wasn't trying to shove it on somebody. It was all about me. I'm not lying. But it became about
helping
others.
Everyone now.
Yes, and now I'm able to help other people, and it's just been really beautiful. So I celebrate with you with this.
What about relaxed hair and color treated hair?
Yes, if you go on my face, Iris Botanicals hair, her color never faded. It's still vibrant. You can use it on your hair. I get that question a lot.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So her color never faded. So what you want is, it's not about if your hair has chemical products, chemically processed. It's that mine is chemical free. So you can use natural products on chemically processed hair. Right. It's totally safe.
That makes sense, because you're not adding chemicals already
on
top of chemicals.
Right.
Of course.
All right, last question. Is it necessary to have all 4 products as a package, or how best to use them?
Not to try to push anybody to buy the restorative care system, but that's what I use all the time. So if you really want to see like the results that I've got, you do want the whole system. Now, if you're someone that just want to try out piece by piece, grab the rejuvenating hair butter. But definitely, you want a trusted shampoo that's doing its job. You want a trusted conditioner that's doing its job, that's made for our hair. You want that. You do want to do a hot oil treatment on your hair. And you do definitely want to massage the hair butter in your, in the trouble spots. But you also can have a great, just daily product that keeps your hair moisturized, especially in the wintertime, and it's not feeling dry by the end of the day.
It's not too heavy, which I love.
It's
like
not
you said,
too heavy.
It's really light. You can still keep your bounce, your curls.
Absolutely. And more importantly, for those that wear protective styles, I always tell them, braid down your foundation with this. Take this to the braid shop, because when you take the braids out, it still feels moisturized. It's not feeling like, it's just been neglected. Yes. Super dry, right? So you do want that, because that's why I'm telling you, like, all of this was gone, all of it, and now it's here. You saw the baldness.
That's a testimony, I swear. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Iris. We really appreciate you. Please, you guys, go on the website, use the code BDO so we can track, make sure you're coming from us.
I want to know you came from us.
Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We love your products. All natural essential oils. Thank you guys. Tune in next time. Bye.